Good morning students. I Rashmi ma'am is again back with your online classes, or you can say your online session in subject biology for class 7. So till we have completed our epithelial tissue. What we have completed? Epithelial tissue we have completed, in which we read about the 5 types of epithelial tissue. First was your squamous, next was your cuboidal, third one was your columnar, the fourth one was your glandular, and the fifth one ciliated. So in this picture also you have seen all the types of the tissues. Squamous, which is very flat and in irregular shaped. Where it occurs at the mouth, esophagus, nose, pericardium, and the function is to give mechanical support from the injury and relieve us from the entry of the germs, chemicals, and drying. Cuboidal is being as a like a cube, like cuboidal or the cubical shape, in a square shape you can say. Okay, it occurs in your salivary gland, sweat glands, and exocrine pancreas. Means everywhere where there are glands, cuboidal tissue is found. Its function is to helps in absorption, excretion, and secretion. Now comes your columnar. So columnar and the glandular both are the same type of, because both are being found in a column, or you can say in a pillar like structure. So columnar and glandular epithelium are found over there where is the lining of your stomach, small intestine, or the forming mucous membrane, and the function is absorption in stomach and intestine, the food which you eat, their enzymes, and the secretion of the mucus by your goblet cells. Now ciliated epithelium, where there the cilia, thread like cytoplasmic cilia there are, that is called, in cuboidal or columnar you will find thread like cytoplasmic outgrowth, that is called cilia, that is called ciliated epithelium. It is found on the tracheas of the windpipe, kidney. It works like a sieve. Sieve, have you seen in which your mother sieve out the floor to see where there is any germs or not? Just sieve is that the thing, and the function is the rhythmic concentration beating of the cilia moves the solid particles in one direction through the ducts. Now we are going to read about the muscular tissue. What we are going to read about the muscular tissue? So in muscular tissue, the muscles tissues, you can say muscular means our muscles in our, our body or the plant. Plant also you can, if you assume, where there is the muscles, and in human body already the body is made up of muscles. So the muscles tissue or muscles of the body form the contractile tissue and are made up of muscle cells. Over here the word is contractile. What does it mean? Contractile means contraction. What is to be contraction? Means contractile is means contraction of the tissues. What is contraction of the tissue? Contractile is the meaning where contraction of the tissue happen. Means they joint, or you can say capable of or producing contraction. Contraction means to sponged off, and its opposite will be repulsion, means to oppose. So where the muscles tissue, you can see in this book, muscles of the body where they contractile, means like this, they contractile like this, they contractile are made up of muscle cells. The contractile tissues are made up of muscle cells. Now muscle cells are elongated and large size, so they are called muscles fiber. Muscles fiber. Now what is muscles fiber? First of all I should ask you, what is fiber? So you should know fiber is a complex carbohydrate. Fiber is a complex carbohydrate, or unlike like other carbohydrates which are broken down by the body to produce fuel in the form of glucose. When carbohydrate breakdowns, it gives us glucose and sucrose to our body. So fiber is a form of complex carbohydrates which is when broken down by the body to provide fuel, or you can say fuel in the form of glucose. Another thing also is there, the fibers are how thin thread of a natural or artificial substances. Like you see when the cloth which you are wearing, it is also being made up of a fiber. So it is being a thin thread like natural artificial substances. In this, fiber consists of also the parts of the plant or the seeds that your body or cannot digest, which your body cannot digest. Fiber is very useful because it makes food pass on quickly through our body, and rather than vegetables and fruits contain a large amount of fiber, which is a thread, or you can say a filament, or a very rich in carbohydrates. So what is fiber? They are thread like structure, or you can say they are filament which we get from vegetable tissues, minerals, and being when fiber is also a carbohydrate, a complex carbohydrate, it is broken down to give us what? Glucose. So what is fiber? Now you have understand, it is a thin thread like or filament like structure which is being made up of complex carbohydrate. When it is broken down, it provides fuel in the form of glucose to our body. Fiber consists of parts of the plant also, seed also, and they are very useful because when they pass quickly through our body and make us rich and healthy. Fiber is the indigestible parts of the plant food such as vegetable, fruit, green beans. So many you can say fiber can be man-made also, natural in the sense of your cloth. But the fiber muscles are elongated means in long and large size, so they are also called muscles fiber. Now you have understand what is fiber. So muscles which are very elongated and large size, they are also called muscles fiber. Now on the basis of their location, structure and function, there are 3 types of muscles fiber. How many types of muscles fiber? 3 types. First is your striated muscles, unstriated or smooth muscles. Striated muscles, another name is also stripped, skeletal or voluntary muscles. So dear student, striated muscles are having how many names? They are also called stripped, they are also called skeletal, and they are also called voluntary muscles. Second one is unstriated, involuntary or smooth muscles. And the last third one is your cardiac muscles. With the word cardiac, it belongs to what? Our heart. Now, once more I should revise what is muscular tissues. So, muscular tissue consists of elongated cells or a large sized cells which are known as muscles fiber. Muscular tissue is responsible for movement in our body. So the main function of the muscular tissue that it provides movement in our body. Main function of muscular tissue is to provide movement of the body. Muscles contain special type of proteins called contractile protein, which contract and relax to cause movement. Now you should ask me, ma'am, how our movement happens due to the help of this muscular tissue in our body. So student, there is a very special kind of protein which is found in our body, that is called contractile protein. This protein when contract means what? Contract and relaxes. Contract and relaxes. This causes movement in your body. Or likewise my hand, see my hand, I am contracting and relaxing, contracting and relaxing. What is happening? My hands are moving, my fingers are working. So when there is this movement of hand is due to muscular tissue, because like this I am contracting and like this I am relaxing. So this movement shows that muscular tissue helps in the movement of our body, and this movement is very helpful with the help of which protein? Contractile protein. Which protein? Contractile protein. Muscular tissue is a specialized tissue in which applies forces to different parts of the body by contraction. Muscular tissues are very specialized. Why? Because they help us or applies force to different parts of the body by contraction. It is made up of thin and elongated cells which is known as muscle fiber. It also controls the movement of an organism. The cytoplasm in the muscle fiber is called sarcoplasm. One more thing, remember, the cytoplasm which is found in the muscles fiber, it is known as sarcoplasm. It contains a network of membrane called the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Previously in standard 6 you have read about the endoplasmic reticulum. You have read that is also a network. Likewise over here also this sarcoplasm makes a network of membrane that is known as sarcoplasmic reticulum, as like endoplasmic reticulum. This is also a organelle which is found in our tissues. This is called the another thing like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, centrosome, lysosome, vacuole. These were found inside around the nucleus. Same sarcoplasm is the muscles fiber cytoplasm, which is very helpful for the what network like structure that is called sarcoplasmic reticulum. The membrane surrounding the muscles fiber is called sarcolemma. Now see the muscles fiber in this picture. You should see these muscles fiber are being surrounded by a membrane. These are the thin membrane. These are called sarcolemma. These are called sarcolemma. Now what should be the properties of muscular tissues? What should be the properties of muscular tissues? So the first property is contractibility. Second is extensibility. Third is elasticity, and the last one is excitability. Excitability. Now contractibility means ability of muscle cells to shorten forcefully. Contraction means what? To shorten themselves forcefully. Like forcefully I am shortening my hands and again I am relaxing my hand. So contractibility is the ability of muscle cells to shorten forcefully. Second is the extensibility. A muscles has the ability to stretch. I can stretch my hand like this. So this is what? This is the stretchability, or you can say the extensibility. The third one is the elasticity. The muscles have the ability to recall back to its original length after being stretched. Likewise, when the operation or the surgery is going on in any human's body, our skin is being cutted down with the help of the blade or the scissors. But when it has been stitched again, it forms again a plain proper manner of skin. It is due to elasticity. The muscles have the ability to recall back its original length after being stretched. Now last one is exact excitability. The muscles tissue respond to a stimulus delivered from a motor neuron or hormone. Means that this muscle tissue also respond as a stimulus. Like if anyone pinch on your skin, or if one pushes you or bite you, or what anything is happened to the skin, you respond Why you respond? Because you feel that anyone has pinched me, anyone has bite me, anyone has hit me. This response to a stimulus is delivered through a motor neuron or hormone that is known as excitability due to our muscular tissue only. Due to muscular tissue only.